Okay, here's a part that I'd like to create in Solid Edge. I'd settle for kind of simplified version of it, but this is, it's fairly simple, but it's complex enough that it's got a couple of tricks in it. The first thing in creating this is this sketch, and then a second sketch. This is for what in Solid Edge you'd call a cross curve, and what we call a projected curve in SolidWorks. So we'll create our projected curve here. We can turn these off and that on so we can see kind of the 3D nature of that edge. And then, well, this was created a while ago, and today we'd use uh, a boundary feature instead of a surface loft. Okay, so the second sketch is just a planar sketch. Now, what I've done is I pulled a little trick here in SolidWorks because I wasn't able to get the projected curve to go the way I wanted it to go. I used it to get me part way, and then I used a 3D spline to get me the rest of the way there, which is okay. But maybe we can figure out a better way to do this in Solid Edge. Anyway, so I'm basically creating half the wireframe, including the symmetry plane down here, and then I created a loft. Now, the one thing I had a problem with in Solid Edge when I was trying to do this is getting the end condition set up so that it comes tangent off directly perpendicular to the midplane. And I found the setting for that, but I just wasn't able to control it the way I wanted to. And there are some versions of this part where I've placed intermediate sketches in the SolidWorks part in order to keep it its shape around around the entire part. So also in Solid Edge really didn't like it when I tried to put make the two directions come together at a point. I mean, that's a degeneracy. Technically, it doesn't have to like it, but still, it does it here in SolidWorks. Anyway, then the next feature, for whatever reason, is a split line. Not sure why that is. It's a silhouette split line for some reason. And then I created a planar surface at the plane of symmetry and a little extrude. Is this? Yeah. This is just a little reference surface here. I was able to create this in Solid Edge as well. Anyway, then I used a fill, and I wasn't able to get this to work using the bounded surface in Solid Edge. This part of it just didn't work for me. Getting that fill, and this might have had something to do with why I put that split line in. This was created, just so you know, in 2004. So it's been a long time ago, and I've forgotten some of the things. Anyway, then I used the surface knit to knit all that together, mirror it, and I can turn off the curve display in here, and then put a fillet on the edges. So that's what I'd like to create in Solid Edge. I'm having some difficulty right now, but granted, I'm still a beginner user, and this is kind of a tricky part, deceptively simple maybe.